Hi, hello, my name is Beth, and this is Rad Portraits, a show where I find somebody who I think is inspiring,
tell you why I think they're inspiring,
and then I draw them. That's it. That's all I do. This week, I'm drawing Frida Kahlo, and a bunch of you guys asked for Frida, but the thing that pushed it over the edge was Simon, who went on my personal YouTube channel, messaged on my discussion, and then emailed me, please, 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 draw Frida. So this is for you, Simon. Without further ado, let's get into it! Ugh! Frida Kahlo is an incredibly complex figure in the art world. A Mexican-born painter who ultimately lived in self-expression, Frida's resilience in the face of constant struggle defines both her and her paintings. Although respected as an artist, she did not nearly find the renown during her lifetime that she has now. It was decades after her death that the real impact of her work was felt, and now she's studied, analyzed, and idealized. When you look at her life, tragedy is the word that comes to mind. She had polio at 6, leaving her right leg emaciated. She experienced a horribly violent and debilitating bus accident at 18, and was cheated on repeatedly by her famous muralist husband, Diego Rivera, most notably with her younger sister, a devastating prospect to even the most open of relationships. Here's a woman living with severe chronic pain in a relationship that is incredibly wrought with both heartbreak and passionate need, and all the while she's painting, documenting her experience. It's no wonder that the world became fascinated with Frida's story. I'm fascinated with Frida's story. Talk about someone using limitation as motivation. Frida only started painting out of boredom when she was bedridden after the aforementioned bus accident. Her spine was fractured, her right foot crushed, her pelvis broken, and had been impaled through the hip. Needless to say, her list of possible activities was short. Borrowing her father's oil paints and with the help of her mother ordering a special easel so that she might lay in bed and paint, that's what she did, and continued to do, through her life after more than 30 surgeries that she underwent. I could spend time talking about how much Frida suffered in her lifetime, but what she's remembered for is much, much more than that. She's become an icon of Mexican identity during a time when the country was in turmoil brought on by revolution. She was an androgynous and sensual woman, entertaining lovers of all genders. Her artwork is raw, political, and shocking. It portrays pain in a universally relatable way. She is a fighter who, against all odds, reinvented her life to be more personally fulfilling, and is looked at as a symbol of hope, power, and empowerment for anyone who is living through adverse conditions. I understand why she is the most expensive selling female artist in the history of art. Her life meant something, and her work reminds us of that meaning now that she's gone. If you have some free time, I encourage you to look into her life more. I've only scratched the surface of one of the most interesting people I've featured on the show, and she deserves so much more than just a scratch. Ta-da! 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 I was in musical theater. Can you tell? Frida is an icon. She's somebody that a lot of people looked up to, and she left us far too early. Thank you guys for suggesting her. You're right. Of course I knew about Frida. Anyone with a lick of art education knows about Frida Kahlo. However, I didn't know as much as I do now, and I have you guys to thank for that because I had to do the research, I had to look into her life and her work, and now I have a profound and renewed appreciation for an artist that I didn't know much about prior to this. So, thanks, guys. Cool! Subscribe to Snarled if you haven't already. If you like what I do, go ahead and check me out at Beth B. Rad. Leave me a comment down below with who you want me to draw in the next Rad Portraits, and with that, I'm done! For now. Bye.